Many channels on YouTube do video game reviews, but none have the greatest gamer on YouTube. The no-death run machine with over 100 no-death runs. I did it! Been playing games since 1989, the one and only Mega Dan 29, reviewing games that he has slaughtered
I'm perfect
and left in his wake. This is Mega Pro Reviews.
What's going on, guys? I'm back. It's Mega Dan 29, and today we are taking a look and kind of reviewing Army Men Green Rogue on the PS2. This is also available on the PS1, but I've never played that version, so I've only played the PS2 version. What can I say about this game? Well, I wanted to talk about this one because not a lot of people have heard about this. And it's a very cheap game that you can buy. It only runs you about 10 bucks CIB is what price charting says. I apparently got it for $3.99. So you can get this one for pretty cheap just because not a lot of people have heard of it. The Army Men series, I'm sure everybody's heard about. It's the old school toys, like in Toy Story, where it's the Green Army versus the Tan Army. And there's all kinds of games. This is the same franchise that does Army Men Air Attack, Sarge's Heroes, and all that stuff. And then there's like the Army Men 3D, I think was the first one. And then Army Men World War. So then this one came out. And this one's a little bit different, and this is why I wanted to talk about it. So Army Men Green Rogue, you basically play as this like super soldier. Like he's a super weapon, and he's like a Rambo guy basically. And so he gets made, and he's this weird cyborg, and then basically he gets let loose. He gets knocked out of a helicopter, and he wakes up, and he starts shooting people like crazy. And that's basically what the game is. The game's a shooter, and it's really fun because what you do is you're at the bottom of the screen. It's a vertical shooter, and you're just shooting everything in front of you, and the game sort of kind of auto scrolls. And what you can do is you can pick up different weapons, and you have unlimited ammo, and you use your sticks to do twin stick shooting. So the left analog controls like you moving around, the right analog controls where your gun is pointed, and you have like this little laser pointer that shows where your gun is at. So it's really, really cool. And you can hold like L1, and you'll aim up high at stuff because there'll be people in towers and things like that. And it's just a really fun game. It's not perfect. It does have some flaws in the sense of like, and we'll rank this here soon, but like the sound and stuff's kind of weird, and it's even like a little glitchy at times. Like it runs kind of, I don't know, I'm going to say clumsy. You know, it's just very little, not glitchy necessarily, but it'll feel like it's kind of lagging. Jesus. Why can't I get that? Yo! What's your deal, boys? What's your deal? What the fuck? I couldn't get that fucking upgrade? You've got to be kidding, bro. That's reckless, bro. It's got goofy bosses. It's just, you keep going from level to level to level. There's not a whole lot of story involved. It's pretty much just blow the fuck out of everything in front of you. So you can get different guns like the regular machine gun. You can get a flamethrower. You can get an RPG. You can get a grenade launcher. And you pick these items up sort of like in a shooter, because when you shoot things and blow them up, sometimes in the crates there will be those weapons inside of there. And as you collect more, let's just say you're going with the machine gun, which is my personal favorite. I think if you want to beat the game, that's what you're going to want to use. Well, when you keep collecting the same icons over and over and over again, it actually upgrades it. So you start out with like your machine gun's just like a regular rifle, and then it'll go and it'll get as big as like a Gatling gun, where it's just freaking crazy shooting bullets, and the bullets are really strong. And the flamethrower, I think the flame gets bigger and longer and stuff like that, does more damage, and so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying. But basically you just go from level to level. You get power-ups that you can like throw these bombs down, and your guy like hulks out and it blows up everything on screen. Let's see what this does. Yep. So that's... Oh, damn.
So yeah, that's a giant bomb when it's full. See how it cleared the whole screen? Holy shit.
And it's pretty straightforward, man. There's not a whole lot of, like, learning in this game. You basically just jump in and go. And I believe, yes, this is 2 players. You can actually have 1 or 2 players. I have never played 2-player on this, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you do that with a buddy, that's probably a lot of fun, man. So I would highly recommend 2 players for this game. That'd be really fun. But yeah, you collect these little icons and your dude starts out as being like skinny, and just like collecting the guns that makes it bigger, you collect these other things that make you bigger too, and you turn into this big bulk guy, and he's just a freaking Brock Lesnar freaking army men Rambo machine, basically. And you just freaking kill everything. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We did have some freaking problems, and if you want to see it, go to the last boss if you want spoilers in my stream, and you will see how bad the last boss is, though. Oh my god.
I don't know what I can do. That I can't see. Did the game screw up, dude? I have a feeling like I'm supposed to be able to look. Like, I'm supposed to have a different view or something, dude. Something's wrong. And now he's just repeating himself. That was probably the worst boss fight I've ever seen on the PS2.
That is where the game damn near freaking broke. Was when we got online, when we were streaming and we played and we got to the end boss. The end boss was a absolute nightmare because of how bad it was.
Now, is he doing that, or is it a... So there's just nothing I can do. They home in on you, dude, and there ain't shit I can do. That's what you're telling me. Like, what the fuck, man?
You can save in between each level on here, too, so you don't have to beat it all in one go. I think there was, like, I don't know, like 14 or 15 levels or something like that. I don't know, the game took a couple hours. It's something like that. It's very doable. It's not a super long game or anything like that. Like I said, it's very straightforward in the point of it just sets you in there, you start shooting. So with that being said, let's get into what I would do with the scores here. So graphically, obviously we use the Game Pro ratings here, and what I'm going to do for graphics, honestly, is maybe like a 3, just because it is kind of poor looking. It's not anything that's great to look at. I'd say for PS2 era, maybe it was just kind of average. I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Nothing spectacular. You're not going to turn on the game and go, oh my god, dude, these freaking graphics are amazing. And like we would have said back in the day, it's never going to look better than this. It looks real. You're not going to say that.
I like the levels, though. I mean, this game's got cool levels, man. Going into all these bases and everything, it's pretty cool.
So then you go into sound. Sound was kind of crappy, too. I'm actually going to go with like a 2 on the sound, because I remember having to really turn up the TV and hear. First of all, you could never understand what your dude was saying.
There he is. Go get him, guys.
That voice acting just sounded awful. Go get him, guys! Like, that was just one of the developers throwing his voice in there, That was not from an actual voice actor. That was just some guy like, yeah, dude, on lunch I'll fucking go record my voiceover, yeah. Go get him, guys!
He would pick things up and he would power up, and I'd be like, what'd he say? And then it was just the guns and everything. Everything was very, like, I don't know, it sounded like there was like, like when a speaker's going out and it sounds like it's not crackling, but like almost like some type of dark fade or something like that. I can't explain it, but it just sounded like something was, like a blanket was over a speaker. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time describing it, but you'll see if you play this. How bad that was. Controls, I'm going to say controls are like a 5. You get a solid 5 from that, because everything you need to accomplish in this game, you can do. Everything. You can aim up, you can aim over, aim wherever you want, you can move around. I think you even had some kind of roll that you could do. You can kneel down to stop temporarily. You can go down different paths in the level. It's really cool how you can do that. So that adds replayability. But controls, were freaking on point. They were awesome. And then fun factor, I would say fun factor is a 4.5. I would say, because it was a really fun game. The reason I don't give it a 5 though is because there was some glitchy parts.
I think my game just glitched. I'm not even doing this. The whole game just glitched. I swear I swear that I tried to do this before too, and for some reason this game runs like crap on the PS2, dude.
Especially that last boss. That alone knocked 0.5 off the score. That was you should have this really great finale to the game, and it definitely freaking screwed up. You know what I mean? I can't say enough, guys. Maybe it'll be dropped in this video. Maybe I'll edit it in there.
Oh fuck, is he moving now? Holy fuck, that was bad.
The end boss has to be watched, and you guys are gonna scratch your heads / laugh / be like, holy shit, this is terrible. So don't let that chase you away though from playing this game, because I think it's really good. And that's where we get into the challenge. The challenge is very fair. I know I did have somebody come in the chat and say they thought it was a super hard game. It gets really hard at the end, but see, it should. It should get hard at the end. That's how games should be. They should start out easy, and they should go up, right? As you learn the game more, you get better at it. And by the end, it's gonna, take all the skills you've learned, and it's gonna throw it all at you. So I think it was very fair. Is it hard? No. But it's like a good, like going up a hill, man. It all makes sense. It's very easy at the beginning, and it builds up at the end. And yes, at the end, it's freaking hard, man. Like you go. I went into the last level having like 15 lives, and then I got them dwindled down to seriously like I won with like 2. Like I had 2 more lives and I was gone. Like it was that crazy. Partly because of the end boss, but anyways, guys, I know I tried to say a lot there. I tried to fit it all into a decent time, so I'm not taking up too much of your guys' time. And man, definitely try out Army Men Green Rogue, especially if you're a fan of Army Men. No doubt you should be playing it.
Whoa, dude, you scared the shit out of me. I'll protect you, man. Just stay back. Just stay back, brother. I got you. Yeah, don't run into that rocket that's coming right at you. Watch out for the rocket, bro. Oh man. Oh, I didn't tell you to eat the rocket.
So should you try out Army Men Green Rogue? Fuck yeah, you should. If you're a fan of Army Men games, why haven't you already played it? And if you don't know about this one, which a lot of people don't, dude, give it a try. I know I said some brutal things about it with like sound and graphics, but listen, the fun factor and the challenge and the controls, they make up for it. It's worth it. And plus, dude, it's like $10. And you can probably find it cheaper, to be honest with you. So go ahead and play the game. Play it. Play it. Play it. Play it. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of Mega Pro Reviews. To see a full playthrough of this game, check out Dan on his channel, MegaDan29. We'll see you next time, everybody. Keep gaming.